Hi guys, welcome to Rootstem Gaming, and this is Battlefleet Gothic playthrough. I've recently purchased a new PC with this, so I'm just having a quick go of Battlefleet Gothic. Currently on turn 5, just so I didn't have to start from the beginning. As you can see here, this is part of a campaign map that you actually get while you're doing the main campaign of the game itself. Showing you priority missions, whichever missions you can actually do. You can do other missions as well. You get so many deployments per turn, and you get so much resources as well to be able to spend at your leisure on what items you're wanting to actually spend it on, such as upgrades for your ships, additional ships. Each game is done on a points value, very much like the actual board game itself. Board game, I mean tabletop. And down the left hand side, as you can see, Orc Threat, this actually shows me different aspects of what's actually happening in the actual campaign itself. Currently stuck on a particular mission, but if I take you to my ships, and what we have here is a Lunar class cruiser. I can tell with the broadsides and lancers that it's got on the side, plus the torpedo racks. These are the particular different weapons that you can have. Like I said, power heavy torpedo launchers, micro batteries, and the lance batteries. In the game itself, it used to just be told heavy firepower batteries and lancers. Upgrades and different equipment that you can actually give each other. These can be quite useful in different games, like the stasis bomb, which slows down a lot of units, can be really useful when you're playing games such as data recovery, and the plasma ones are always good for just trying to annihilate your forces, which everyone's always going to try and do anyway, to be honest with you. You also get crew as well, so you can upgrade all your crew on your actual vessels. It's always nice to have upgraded crew. As you can see, I'm probably going for the gunners to start with. Maybe actually doing some servitors later, because they actually do a lot of your cooldowns when you're playing the game. I do have a couple of the Dauntless class cruisers, because these are the ones that you actually start the game with. The actual cruisers themselves, if they take damage and get destroyed during the game, they're out for several turns. Whereas your little escorts don't really matter if they get destroyed. You can also set up your settings just to sort of like dictate how your ship is going to operate when you're not telling it what to do. Auto engagement's always a good one. And of course, that is basically stating which alignment you want it to be forward facing, sideward facing. A lot of Imperial vessels tend to be sideward facing simply because their weapons are actually down the sides of the craft itself. A couple of different specials like lightning strikes and boarding actions, and of course underneath that lightning strike there is one of my it's like a shield boost. Running across the top is your orders, so like lock on orders, brace for impact. These can help your ship survive, stay undercover, reload your actual weapons, so reloading your little additional specials that you can have on your torpedoes. It's always useful to reload your torpedoes, to be honest. Running silence is quite a good one to use, because it allows you to remain quiet when need be, so like your ship's armor appears ghostly. Because of course you can't really see much in space, apparently. Never had a combat in space, would never know. Lock-on's quite useful. I do use that a hell of a lot. Simply because as soon as you start running a broadside on someone, you just really wanted to make sure that you can get the additional hits in there. These are what the torpedoes look like. These can be quite difficult to use because you need to actually make sure that the torpedoes are in line when using them, and they're quite slow moving. So when you're actually firing towards the enemy craft, you've got to kind of predict where they're about to go to see whether or not they're going to actually go into the path. Because it's not like you're turning like a car. You sometimes have inertia, which can take you in a certain direction. Auger scanners are always great to have. There's the plasma bomb that was on about earlier. Stasis bombs, like I said, is good for slowing stuff down, but a plasma gun, if you've got a couple of craft, it's normally good to combine them. So you stasis bomb a ship, and then of course just plasma bomb it as well. That will allow you to, once you've, because plasma gunners has got time to deploy and charge, whereas if you make sure that they're staying still while that's happening, you're going to make sure you're going to get a hit. Little cruisers can actually be, sorry, not cruisers, the escorts can be upgraded. I have upgraded the lance batteries on these, just to give them a better range. To be honest with you, I don't really, even in the game of Battlefleet Gothic on the tabletop, I didn't actually have, I'd had some Cobras, but I mainly did rely on my Firestorms. Firestorms got a lot of Lancers. Lancers are pretty good at taking out a lot of armour. And here's your transports as well. This is just in case you start playing the transport mission. Transport mission, of course, is the one where you can have to get troops to a certain edge of the board. Don't get me wrong, your transports will get hammered. They will get destroyed very quickly. So you're just going to make sure to protect them as best as you possibly can. It's a little bit harder on the PC game than it is actually on the tabletop, though. So I'm going to go straight into this mission.
The Chaos Fleet has regrouped and is heading to the edge of the Purgatory system to enter the warp. Admiral Spire, you must stop the enemy fleet from retreating and recover the artifact the heretics snatched from the planet.
Lord Admiral, the best way to accomplish these goals would be to put a blockade around the entire system.
Indeed. I've already given that order, and multiple battle groups are en route to the Purgatory system as we speak. I've commanded the battle groups to form the blockade in the Chaos Fleet's path to keep them from entering the warp.
Understood, Lord Admiral. I am ready to sail out and meet the enemy.
Okay, let's get cracking. This is I'm a defender on this mission, and it's 300 points. This is what we were saying earlier, when you actually create a battle, they create like a small fleet to play these battles. And these are my rewards, of course, if I do manage to successfully complete the mission. Even if I fail, I still get bonuses for this. Right, here we go, unit selection time. So I've not really got that many options, because of course it's a small game, and I've not got that big a fleet at the moment. So I'm definitely going to take, well, considering taking that Lunar class one. Yeah, go on then. It's a lot of points, 100, it's more than half. It's got an Arga probe. Do I need it though? Yeah, go on then. And now I've got about 46 points left, so I'll just fill up space up with an escort. You do get bonus renown if you don't take everything, but I'm gonna take everything. I'm never the greatest at computer games.
Admiral Spire, the Imperial Navy has set up a blockade around the Purgatory system in order to trap the Chaos Fleet and recover the relic. Some additional defense platforms have been deployed in the region to reinforce the blockade.
Really?
Admiral, the defense platform has been fitted with warp inhibitors, which can disable the warping capacity of the enemy ships.
Every Chaos vessel must be destroyed before it can reach the edge of the system and escape our wrath.
Right, so I've got to destroy stuff as they're coming towards me. As you can see from the map on the left-hand side, I'm going to be deployed in the middle. We've got a couple of defense platforms. So let's get these guys down. Might just circle, keep this a bit weaker. Can't put them in each other's circles there. So, not much in the way of cover running up to me. Some big asteroids behind us though. And if he gets to there, it's game over. Right, let's see what happens here. Right, so I've pressed space bar, slowed it down a little bit. I don't really want him to be running off on his own, so I'm going to turn his auto attack off. I need to know where his enemies are. I've got a couple of blips coming in, and you can see from the map on the left hand side we've got a couple of red dots. And we've got a couple of dots up here. I'm going to chuck off the augury scanner. See what I can see, and that's what I mean by the missiles. The missiles have to fire on a particular flight path. Whether or not you're going to be in that flight path is another question. There, he's miles off. Just gonna probe out. Let's see if I can turn him to try and get some missile in.
Orders.
Still on the slowed down version.
At your command.
Not cracking with the controls at the moment.
Acknowledged.
Right, so my unit's slow but surely turning. We have flight path to him, so fire it off now by the time they get to him.
Resuming normal
Hopefully he should actually be getting smacked by my missiles. Might not do, might move out of the way if he discovers them.
Your orders. Underway.
You can stack orders by holding shift like a lot of standard real-time strategy games.
Tactical cogitators.
I don't want these guys getting through. This is where you can see all their stuff. So here you can actually focus on particular aspects of them. So I need him not to move. I'm going to target his engines. That way I know that I can actually try and take out his engines. Stop him from moving.
Awaiting orders. Yes, Admiral. Engines hot.
Let's try and make sure that was side on. I need some broadsides.
Ship ready.
There we go, some broadsides coming in from that side. He scammed me though.
Activating tactical cogitators. Acquiring new vector. Yes, Admiral.
Taking some hits, pounding some hits. See his shield just gone straight down for some lance batteries there. Some stasis. I'll probably not get that off by the time he's actually done. As you can see, as I said, it takes time to charge. Not really much in the way.
Ship ready.
Taking a hit.
Orders received.
So I'm going to turn it round. Try and get some missiles in. There we go. Melt the torpedoes do cause a lot of fires at the hit.
We need your fleet's protection to stop the Chaos Fleet from breaking through. Activating tactical cogitators.
That missed. Miles off. Slow this down a little bit. Yeah.
Reporting
Bit of a lightning strike there.
Engines hot.
Let's give it another broadside if I can get it round. Now, when you do defense platforms, they actually sometimes have some little shields on themselves as well. Let's try and take this guy out properly.
Ship ready.
Am I going to get in range for these torps? Probably not.
Setting course.
Got broadsides on each side though. See if I can get his torpedoes off. Try and catch him out a long distance.
Engines to maximum.
If I remember correctly, Chaos tend to have a better long range than what we do as the Imperial Force, what I meant by that. Probably should have done some orders by this point.
Awaiting orders.
I don't know if I need them now.
Your orders.
Come on, come on, come on.
Ship
Yes, I
ready.
know, I've done it now. Some wild shots there from the Lunar class. I've managed to take out that guy. Don't get me wrong, you've got 300 points, I've got 300 points. It's taking some hits. That shouldn't be long before that vessel's gone. But there's still a big cruiser out there. Yeah, heavy damage.
Yes, Admiral.
It's gone. Sometimes when a ship explodes, it can actually damage your vessel. I can't see where this guy's going. He could be running down here for all I know.
At your command.
Let's get this Scanner going. Click the right buttons. I have a habit of either clicking right. Well, there's some stuff coming that way, so he's got to be over there somewhere. It might be in that cloud.
Acquiring new vector.
Escort vessels are incredibly fast. Let's make sure these two survive.
Your orders?
I believe he's in there somewhere.
Awaiting orders.
There he is. Seen him now.
Yes, Admiral. Course plotted.
Let's get some torps. If they hit, they might be too slow then. Yeah, might as well. Never mind.
Targeting enemy vessel.
Some lock on.
Ship ready. Yes, Admiral.
He shouldn't have any more vessels. Shouldn't have any more vessels. I'm just making sure. Let's see if we can get these torpedoes off against this guy.
Coordinates acknowledged. Resuming normal functions.
So if he's going forward, hopefully, the torpedoes should run into him. It's not guaranteed, of course.
Lightning strike successful.
Yeah. Come on, target those engines. How slow these torpedoes are. Nope, that's not going to hit. What am I doing? Might even hit my own vessel with them torps.
Ship ready.
Yeah, best make sure. Yeah.
Engaging.
Lancers can do some damage.
At your command.
You know what, I'm just going to risk it. Let's get for the biscuit. Come on, let's get some. Let's burn some engine fuel. Feel vessels are not that fast enough really to do some successful ramming, not against chaos ships anyway.
Cruising speed set.
Just turning. Just turning.
Ship ready.
See if I can slow him down. I need to slow him down. He's got way too much health left.
Yes, Admiral.
Come on. You're outnumbered. Just give up the ghost. There we go. That should slow him down quite significantly.
Your orders? Engaging.
Come on, drop them shields. That's it, that's it.
Awaiting orders.
So get some more lightning strikes on these. Come on.
Your orders?
Don't know if we're doing something wrong. I am trying to target these engines. Let's increase their shield power for the time being.
Tactical cogitators. Engines hot. At your command.
Come on.
Ship ready.
Hopefully that Lunar's torpedoes will do some damage.
For the Emperor.
No, they're gonna miss wide. Yeah, them two from the Dauntless. I think they managed to get a bit of a hit.
Lock on target. Course plotted. Ship ready.
This guy's just running away from me. No, slowing down, slowing real down.
Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna hit that asteroid field if we're not careful. Alright, that should be a good broadside.
Yes, Admiral.
That might have been his downfall, that. He's trying to warp out.
Admiral,
Got him.
I have a recovery team combing through the enemy wreckage to reclaim the Hand of Darkness. You are to be congratulated for keeping this artifact out of Abaddon's
Well,
grasp.
oh dear. Let's make sure I don't do that again. Woo, victorious. 165 renown earned. This is what I can spend bits and bats on to try and get new ships. And not just new ships, some upgrades as well. Right, guys. That's my first foray into this. So hopefully, shut up, Inquisitor.
And transferred into my keeping. You must escort my
Right,
ship
okay.
out of the purgatory
I think I'm going to
system
leave it there,
so that
guys.
we may reach
Bit of a
Baltimore
battle there for you to
and
watch.
secure the artifact.
So
Your
hopefully you
conduct
enjoyed
in the
that.
battle was
I'm
exemplary,
going
Admiral
to do
Sparrow.
these little things. These are going to
You
be
brought
interspersed
great
with the
honor to
Tuesday
yourself
video upload.
and the
Nothing really
Imperial
to do with the
Navy.
main battle reports. I'll try and get to you every Thursday, if I can. So far, so good, to be honest. Thank you very much for watching anyway, guys. And I'll see you again next time. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button for more.